Well, hello everybody, Spencer here, also known as Lego Dude 11, and in today's video, this is my Kung Fu Panda 4 spoiler review. There are going to be spoilers in this video, so without further ado, let's discuss. Alright guys, so as I said, this is a spoiler review, so if you haven't seen the movie yet, get out now. But let's get started. So, spoiler free real quick, without housekeeping, there's going to be spoilers, but real quick, I did enjoy this movie a lot. More than the third one. I have put out my Instagram and my Rotten Tomatoes review, so if you would like to, go check out my Rotten Tomatoes page. There's some good stuff over there, some good reviews and whatnot. I'll try to link that somewhere in this video if I can. And also, just I like this movie a lot. I'm a fan of the DreamWorks franchise or I guess catalog, as well as the Kung Fu Panda universe. And this is a worthy predecessor. So let's get started with this. The score is amazing. Hans Zimmer. I can't believe I've seen two back-to-back movies with a Hans Zimmer score. Particularly Steve Mazzaro is working with Hans Zimmer. But Hans Zimmer's score is just beautiful to listen to. I believe like Hans Zimmer probably conducts, and then Steve Mazzaro does like the martial arts type themes, because I was listening and it sounds a lot like I just watched Avatar, the live action Avatar, and I was like, man, there's a lot of like Avatar vibes, like martial arts thing, like instruments in this movie, which I mean you could say about the first three, but I heard it a lot more in this one particularly. So I don't know, that was just me. I love the score in this. I mean, I'm just a fan. I just watching the movie and going into it. It has the new. I love the animation. By the way, something I wrote down is the animation. But what I love about this movie, it's not the movie. It's DreamWorks. What they have is their new logo, their new intro. Great, I love it a lot. It had a Madagascar thing in there, it had How to Train Your Dragon, it had Shrek and the Croods. I love with their new logo. Some of their movies are but some of them, like, I love this movie. I love How to Train Your Dragon. Madagascar's okay, getting a little off track, but I love the new intro they added. And the score is amazing as well. It really works with this movie, and I love it a lot. The cast and acting in this film is, I'm gonna give it stellar, because I think it is stellar. Some people are hating on this film, like, oh, it's not great, like, oh, it's running out of steam. But let me tell you something. If you watch a franchise, like, I'm just gonna tell you right now, the Furious 5 are not in this film, but just spoil. So if you did not want to hear that, I'm sorry. It's sad. I know their presence is mentioned, and they're also in like the final animated end credits. So they're there, but they're not voiced. So it's a bit of a missed opportunity to not hear them being voiced throughout the film. But it's more or less like they have voices in here. Like they have Ke Huy Quan doing a voice. Awesome. I'm glad he got a job to do this. They have Awkwafina doing a role throughout the entire thing. It's like a buddy cop. I love it. Viola Davis in here as the villain, as the chameleon. Great job. And Tai Lung is back. Oh, amazing. You see Lord Shen for a moment. You see Lord Shen and General Kai, but they're not. I don't think they're voiced in this film. They're just like standing around. But I was so happy to hear these voices again, or I shouldn't say again, but hear this. And Master Shifu's back. The dad, Poe's dad, is Bryan Cranston, and I like him. I mean, I just saw him in Argyle, so he's great. I love his voice in this. And James Hong as the Goose is great returning. I can't believe he's 95. James Hong is 95 years old and is still rocking strong at this acting gig. It's amazing in my opinion. But I love the voices, and I'm a fan of getting like hearing new people as well as old people. Poe, Jack Black as Poe was great. And another thing about the score is Tenacious D does do a song at the end, "Hit Me Baby One More Time." Loved it. Love that version. But anyway, I'm just like, yes, it's sad that the Furious 5 aren't in the film. Does it make the film bad? No. So with that said, let's keep going. The animation is gorgeous, by the way. I think this is my favorite. Like, I love 2, but coming out of 3, or a film coming after 3, This is like the most gorgeous animation I've seen. I love Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Ruby Gillman Teenage Kraken, I tried to watch that, and it's like, ugh. And then they made, what was the last thing they made? Oh, Trolls. And now they're doing another film. They're doing another film called The Wild Robot, which I just need to make a video on DreamWorks probably soon. But anyway, there was something that was terrible. Oh, they made, I don't know what it was. I'm getting all sidetracked all of a sudden about DreamWorks. But, oh, it was the new Megamind film. That was a total disaster. And now they did this. Great. Now they're doing this other film called The Wild Robot. What's going on, DreamWorks? Tell me what you're doing wrong here with Megamind. Garbage. Anyway, the animation with the action, splendid. I love, like I said, I'm a fan of the Kung Fu Panda universe. The action, martial arts elements are great. But this one, I don't know like anything specific like stood out to me. I just love to continue watching Poe's journey as the Dragon Warrior, moving through his life and progress with his moves. Showing them off to a new character played by Awkwafina. By the way, people just like want to hate on Awkwafina. This role is not bad. It's not bad. It's just her doing her voice, but she's there. I'll make the argument that Chris Pratt, I'm not going to watch the new Garfield movie. Chris Pratt does a fine voice. I like Chris Pratt's voice, but I feel like in this film, what Awkwafina does, it works in the martial arts universe. It's not just like, I hated her, hate's a strong word. I disliked her in the live-action Little Mermaid because it felt like she was trying, they were all impersonating something that came before, but in this film, it feels like she's a character of her own, not just like, yeah, I'm trying to impersonate Scuttle. No, she's not. She's trying to be this animated voice that works in this martial arts universe. Does that make any sense? I hope it does, because I actually genuinely liked it. But maybe you hated Kung Fu Panda 4. I don't know. Tell me what you thought of Awkwafina's voice down below. Anyway, the action worked for me. Every scene in the house with the house on the cliff was stupidly hilarious. Also, one of my favorite moments, there's humor in this film that's going to go right over kids' heads, but I have to mention one of my favorite scenes is when they're running around in Juniper City, and there's bulls chasing them. And the bulls are like the police officers of this town, and basically there's a moment where they're in this china shop. If you don't know what a china shop is, it's like plates and silverware and like dishes, right? And the bulls are coming after them. It's like bulls in a china shop. It's freaking hilarious. But besides that, the story and the message in this film are really great. Like, I can't remember the last time I watched an animated film. Puss in Boots had a great one. But I think, because that was end of 22 that came out, and last year was 23. I don't think there was an animated film last year. Well, besides Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse was great. But that's more of like an angsty teen, not angsty teen, but like right below adult, like right before adult. Like this is an actual kids movie that has a great message. I don't remember the last time I've seen a kids message. You know, Mario was fine, but I like this one a lot. I feel like Mario had a bit more kiddish elements to it. Not a great message. Like it's really entertaining. Mario, like, don't get me wrong, I love the Mario movie, but this feels like it has more of a message to stamp on. If you catch my, like, if you haven't seen the movie, you probably would be like, huh? But go watch the movie and come back and be like, yeah, I agree with you. Because there's like the first trilogy is great, and I feel like that there's a message. I feel like rewatching 3. I watched over my Christmas time, and then I did 3 before I went into 4. I did 3. I watched 3, and I feel like there's a little bit heavier of a message in this one, and that's just me. But I don't know. I feel like because like friendship, I feel like after just throughout my college journey and watching, just seeing more evolve throughout my life, and seeing Poe try to hand off the Dragon Warrior position, like he doesn't want to let go. He doesn't want to change. I feel like change. I feel like that's something that's so important after the pandemic, and especially throughout my life, is trying to change and evolve, especially in everyone's lives. This message just really sunk in. It didn't make me cry, don't get me wrong, but it sunk in definitely a lot. There is in this movie a couple dark moments. There's one specifically where Poe and Awkwafina's character Shen, is it Shen or Zen? I think it's Zen, are fighting and on this bridge. and it's kind of dark and stormy, and there's lightning going everywhere, and it's kind of they're fighting, and then it's kind of dark. It's not evil, it's not scary, but it kind of might be scary to some children. There's also a moment in the final battle where the chameleon is gathering all these sorcerer powers, all these villains like Tai Lung, Lord Shen, General Kai, this crocodile, all these villains, Rhino, blah blah blah, elephant, and she transforms into this big titan like kaiju thing, which there's kids sitting in the theater with me, us, and this girl at the end was like, I was scared. Not totally surprising, kind of. Poe even says in the film, kind of unsettling, not unsettling, kind of can't remember what the word is, unsettling, something unsettling, kind of creepy, unsettling. Poe says. So yeah, I'm not surprised that this kid was scared, but I found it really neat, the animation to be really neat. It reminded me of last year when I watched, this had a good message, the animated film Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that had a good message as well. But I didn't see that in the theaters, unfortunately. I want to see the next one in theaters, though. But that film, when they had the giant super duper fly in that film, it looked really unsettling, but it looked great to look at with the animation. And it's so similar to this film, how she just transforms into this big kaiju thing. Great. Like I said, I love the relationship that Poe and this new Awkwafina character had, Zen. Love their buddy cop relationship. Him trying to pass down the Dragon Warrior. I love the two dads element. Again, they like them working together in the third film, and then them together in this film. Really, it didn't tug at my heartstrings, but I just love seeing them together play the banter on each other. Really nice. So, again, the final battle was something that I was waiting for. I love the moments with the humor with the kids, like the whole underground criminal elements, and then when they work together to gather them as an army. Really nice and well done. I love the humor when they're just fighting. The kids were just fighting the kids with the fireworks, and then the two dads were like, this is great show. I love what's going on here. Great stuff there. And the final battle when Poe and then Zen are working together, the staff, and she's like, she does the move like he does skadoosh. There's so much skadoosh in this movie. I loved it. I was a big fan of the skadoosh. But the final battle scene, all the villains return, like I said, Lord Shen, Tai Lung. I'm a big fan of Lord Shen. I think that the second one's my favorite. And this one's great. Like, I feel like this is a worthy predecessor. No need to, like, bash on this film at all. There's no reason to. I don't understand why people bash on any film except Morbius. At least it's not a bad film. Like, people just come at me or come at people and go, "Oh, did you see that? It's awful. It's like, what about it? It's awful. Like, it has great animation, great voice talent, great music. No, it's not bad. Anyway, it's the final battle is great. Chameleon's defeated. Tai Lung takes her to the spirit realm, happily ever after, and Poe tells Shifu that Awkwafina's character Zen is going to be the new Dragon Warrior, so he passes it down. Poe, and in the animated end credits when Hit Me Baby One More Time is playing, there's Poe and the Furious Five come in and all training Awkwafina's character Zen. So I think it's great, and Kung Fu Panda 5 has been confirmed. So I'm quite excited. Like, people are like, is there going to be a future? And it looks like there is. So I'm quite excited for the future because I really like this franchise. It's my favorite of DreamWorks. Like, this and How to Train Your Dragon. How to Train Your Dragon, I think, is one of the top 10 best trilogies of all time. But this franchise, like, now that it's evolved, it can't be in the top 10 trilogies of all time. But this is my favorite franchise from this universe. One of. I love How to Train Your Dragon and this from DreamWorks. I'm looking forward to the future of this because I don't know what they're going to do with the live-action How to Train Your Dragon. So I'm more looking forward to the future of this, but that's me, everyone. My rating on this is an 8.5, 8 out of 10. Definitely 8 equals steady 8 out of 10 there. Let me know what you guys thought of this. Let me know what you thought of my review, my thoughts, and let me know what you thought of Kung Fu Panda 4 down in the comment section below. Definitely a worthy movie to see in theaters. If you guys like Kung Fu Panda, the franchise, I recommend going to see it. If you guys have, let me know what you thought. If you don't like the franchise, then don't go out to see this one. Like I said, Furious 5 aren't in the movie. I thought the humor still worked for me. I think it'll work for adults and kids. I know my dad was laughing. So let me know what you guys thought. Don't forget to hit the subscribe. Don't forget to follow me over at Boba Fett Jedi Master, links down below. Be sure to check out my other movie and TV show reviews or on Rotten Tomatoes, somewhere linked, maybe down below in the comments. Maybe I can click a card. Maybe you can click a card. I don't know. I'll try to do that. Yeah. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, follow me. Don't forget to keep calling and play Lego. Peace out, everyone. Bye.